Hi guys, I hope you're doing well. It's Wednesday. For me, it's technically kind of like a Thursday, because tomorrow's Thursday and tomorrow's the last day of the week. So just remember, we don't have school on Friday. So I think you guys do. So third hour or sixth, kind of your time. You get an extra study hall or something. So, but anyways, not gonna be a very long video. I would just double check grades again to make sure I put them in right. I kind of sometimes, when I go into power school and I just stay on that one section where it has all the assignments, just gives me a very little detailed of what the assignment is. So, and most assignments I just put out a 10, except for projects. I try to put them on a 25, but so that was a good catch, Clay. Otherwise, I probably would have never caught it. I do it all the time here. Kids say you put 10 out of 25 when it should have been 25 out of 25, because I use 10 out of 10 a lot. So, but anyways, I thought I would share a couple things here. Not that, because we've already done that. 8th grade is working on their version of that. So here, you're gonna have to be at an angle here. So we have our dollar amounts here that we have gone through. It looks like Marty, it helped. I think what helped Marty to you is that you bought at a low price, and then it kind of helped you out through the rest. But otherwise, looks like it was Marty, Evan, and Clay then. So, but otherwise it was a good activity. So now you kind of understand how selling commodities, basically you're not selling anything, you're selling paper. You're exchanging paper for money, so that's kind of how it works. Stock market, so if you play the stock market, is the same thing, same process. So, but all right, I was gonna show you one other thing. Then I'm gonna give you the activity for the day. Let's see if I can get this here. So I'm squatting down. Let's see how far I can squat here. So I'm working on an experiment for next year. So a lot of we've planted in our grow lights, we've planted a ton of crops to use next year. So in here is some soil. So we got peas and corn. It's called intercropping. And so what happens here is you should use 2 crops technically that will be able to harvest at the same time. Peas and corn you can't harvest at the same time, unless you're gonna make it like into silage or something, and then you can do it. But peas add nitrogen to the soil. Corn takes nitrogen out. So we're experimenting to see if you might not have to add any nitrogen to your soil, because you're growing 2 crops that help out the soil a little bit. So we'll see how it works in the end next fall when we do a soil test on it to see if the nitrogen levels should kind of balance out with each other, and it should be a good crop. So, but other than that, so that's kind of an experiment that we're working on. So, but anyways, your assignment for today, and it's kind of random. So I know I mentioned in previous videos that I like useful YouTube videos. And I was talking to a guy from like Rhode Island last night and this morning. And he does some YouTube videos for sustainable agriculture. So it's kind of cool. So what I would like you to do, and this is gonna be today, I'll do a video for tomorrow, but what I want you to do for today, and if it carries over, I want you to find me a useful agriculture related video that I could use in class. Like when I tell kids, I did this with livestock class last semester. So they had to find me something that we covered in class. They had to find a great YouTube video that will go with a lesson, so that I can tell kids, okay, watch this. So what I want you to do is I'll let you pick. It can be in mechanics, it can be in farming, it could be in food science. So find a video anywhere from, I always say 5 to 7. I mean, if it goes longer, if it's a long video and it's good, I'm good with it. But I always say stick to 5 to 7 minute long video about a topic. Please watch the whole thing, because sometimes halfway through might not be something appropriate for school. So it doesn't have to necessarily be a United States one. Like I mentioned the other day, sometimes YouTube videos from other countries are a lot better. So, but don't be afraid to find something controversial too, because that's kind of an interesting, we sometimes use that in class too, to have a discussion. So go ahead and find a useful YouTube video that I could use in a class. So keep stuff in mind. It can be from horticulture, it can be from agronomy, it could be livestock, it could be equine, it could be vet science, it could be ag mechanics. So like mechanical type stuff works too. Could be building something that could be useful. For example, like right now in the equine class, we're gonna start probably the last project of the year. They're gonna have to design a horse farm, and they're gonna use the popsicle sticks to kind of lay it out to show what it kind of looks like. And so, you know, maybe you have a video, find a video on how to properly lay out a farm. So I'm pretty open to the idea, any idea. So yeah. So find a useful educational YouTube video, but make sure you've watched it all the way through and make sure it's appropriate for school. I've had kids do that where they shared, and I write them down because I watch them. So I'll write them down, and then halfway through or 3/4 way through becomes totally inappropriate for school, and then the points come off because the kids did not watch it all the way through. So keep that in mind. So today and tomorrow, we'll make that the assignment. Monday, we're starting a new topic. Also, remember on your chart thing, put an X or a 0 if it molds or unmolds. So make sure that we keep track of that. We're doing the experiment here too. I had I had vet science students, because I can tie it into vet science on how to keep things clean in a vet clinic. So we're doing it here. So we're gonna actually have a ton of data to complete this experiment. So other than that, I hope you have a great Wednesday, and we'll see you tomorrow.